How you doing? My name's John Sikoris, and this is Sharif Sikoris, and we're the owners of Titan Medical Center.
You have no idea what's coming.
Alright guys, welcome to Talking Shit. Talking Smack. Just playing around, simmer down. Alright, I got a bunch of questions here, that I'm gonna talk about today. It's just, I don't know which one I should really start with. We got a lot of good stuff coming. Again, I just did the Generation Iron. I did, a few things for RX Muscle, but the Generation Iron, you're gonna see a bunch of things with me. I'm in Generation Iron 4. I got a big part in that, and I got my own little thing going again with Generation Iron. You'll see they're gonna probably release a video each week. We're working on possibly doing another story time with Gregg Valentino. We gotta see, plans down to a little bit of scatto, you know what I mean? A little bit of scatto. Alright. I just wanted to say, I gotta say this, bro. I watched Joe Rogan, he once talked shit about me and stuff, of course, the whole synthol shit, give it a break, bro. Holy fuck. I've already explained it before, a gazillion times, okay? I don't even want to get into it. But all that shit where I had the balloon arm and TLC, all that shit's 20 fucking years ago. Do you understand? I still get people asking me, dude, are you alright? But Rogan sometimes throws me under the bus, but that's okay. Anyway, I just saw, I even commented on this thing there. It just makes me laugh because he talked about fucking Donald Trump and a picture that was circulating on the internet. Him and some fucking Momo reporter who's a fucking Momo, and he's a Democrat anyway. But whatever. They show a picture of a drawer that's open in Trump's office, and you supposedly see boxes of Sudafed. Listen to me. And, they're talking, wow, you can make crystal meth out of Sudafed, so basically Trump is a meth head. Fucking no, he's not. First of all, you'd have to take a boatload of fucking Sudafed to get anything from it. I know. I've taken Sudafed. I get shit from it, okay? You get good, they're calling Sudafed because Sudafed's almost like a derivative of ephedrine. It's like it's graded to a way. But it's not the same. You're better off with ephedrine. And I'm sure that Donald Trump, if he really wanted to fly and he needed a little babanya to get him feeling a little bit better, which the guy gets 4 hours sleep, and I don't think there's a president alive who hasn't taken a little go-go juice, a little go-go juice, a little something to help him go-go, through the day. I'm sure he wouldn't have to go out and buy a bunch of fucking Sudafeds. I'm sure that he could afford a goddamn fucking prescription, for Adderall, or maybe a little ephedrine and shit like that. I'm sure he wouldn't have to sit there, give me a whole box of ephedrine. Sudafed. And of course, Joe Rogan's talking about, well, Sudafed in Europe is a lot more, quality and better. And give me a fucking break. Dude, the guy's a fucking billionaire. He doesn't need to go buy European Sudafed. If he wanted to fly, bro, he could probably afford fucking crack if that's what he wanted. I'm just saying. Give me a fucking break. You can't consider somebody who takes Sudafed and call them a crystal meth head. Stop it. This is coming from fucking Joe. Joe, I love Joe Rogan, I do. But dude, you're talking about this shit and you fly on DMT. You know what I'm saying? Which I know some of you guys, DMT has got great properties. Yeah, I know. It makes you see the other side of reality. You're talking to aliens. You're talking to beings. You're talking to fucking spirits and all this other shit. It makes you see your reality. Now you're tripping, bro. It's a goddamn fucking hallucinogenic drug. You think you're talking to fucking alien beings. You think you're seeing a reality with the way life is after death and maybe, heaven and a different dimension. They're talking about shit like, when you wake up in the morning, how do you know it's really you? The you that's woke up today is maybe not the you that woke up yesterday. Just the bizarre shit, bro. Stop fucking around with hallucinogenic drugs. You know what I mean? Stop fucking around. I don't give a shit if fucking Trump was taking a Sudafed. He could afford and get away with taking fucking Adderall. So what would you need to fuck around with Sudafeds for? And you're not going to say Sudafeds are not the same thing as crystal meth. I don't give a fuck. Then you're calling ephedrine, which is even greater, way better than Sudafed, way more than you're calling that crystal meth. And I'm a crystal meth head because I fucking take fucking, ephedrine. You know what I mean? Gabish. Give me a fucking break. You're President of the United States. You gotta feel a little bit up. You know what I mean? I don't give a shit. So you're gonna point fingers now? You don't think that Obama ever took fucking something to wake his fucking ass up? When you get no sleep and you're President of the United States, you got 24 hours, you got some fucking drama shit going on? Something wrong with it. Give me a break, bro. You fucking guys, stop fucking doing drugs. Stop smoking fucking pot every 5 seconds and then fucking, dropping DMT and all that shit. And there's a few of you I know that probably are into that shit and you're gonna attack me for that. Whatever. It's you. It's not me, bro. I don't need to trip to fucking, see reality of life. I see reality just fine, baby. Right with these sunglasses on, I see them. I don't need no fucking Lucy in the sky with diamonds for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Gabish. You can keep your ayahuasca, you can keep your fucking DMT, you can trip on your fucking mushrooms. I don't give a fuck. That's you. I don't need that shit. I don't see fucking pink monkeys talking to me in Mars language and shit like that. Give me a break, bro. I'm sorry, but I just had to say that. When I see them sitting there and they're saying, well, Donald Trump's a crystal meth head because he takes Sudafed, and, because there's a couple boxes of Sudafed in his drawer. I don't care if there's 100 boxes. If he really needs to get fly, why would you fuck around with shit like Sudafed? That's like saying I need to drink some alcohol. I'll get it through drinking cough medicine. Dude, you're a big guy. You got the Chicago. Go buy a fucking bottle of alcohol, liquor or something. Johnny Walker Black. You don't need that shit. If he wanted to fly, I'm sure he can get Adderall. So he wouldn't have to fuck around with no fucking Sudafeds. You fucking guys, stop fucking hitting that DMT shit. You fucking hallucinating. Next. Alright. Rosen, 23. Did you see Hulk Hogan went off on one of his fans and said he was going to fuck the guy's wife? How do you feel about that? Okay, listen to me. I did see it, and I know guys who know Hulk Hogan very well. I have met him, but I don't know him, okay? I've met him in person, but I don't know him. So, I can't tell you really what kind of guy he is, except for what I hear back. Remember, good friends with the Bell brothers who know him really well. You know what I'm saying? I was good friends with Mike Bell, who passed away, Mad Dog Bell, Smelly Bell's brother, you understand what I'm saying? Chris Bell's brother. I know all those guys, and I hear nothing but good about Hulk Hogan. They say he's a good guy, okay? And what I know about that is that the fans enticed him. They fucking broke his balls bad enough. And he did not say he was going to fuck the guy's wife. I saw the video, all right? And in the video, he said, the last time I drank a Shirley Temple was with your wife, because the fan sent over 2 Shirley Temples to him and Ric Flair, okay, who was sitting there. Listen to me. You also have to hear what else Hogan said. If you're going to accuse him of that, you have to hear what else he said. He said, I was having a time with my friend, and I deserve to have time by myself to be left alone. Just because you fans, like, Hogan, hey, Hogan, and that's why Arnold when he goes to the Arnold Classic, has bodyguards and shit like that. And you know, you can go to Gold's Gym, there's Arnold there. And there's no bodyguards. It's because when he's around the fans, some fans get a little crazy. You understand what I'm saying? Some fans get a little fucking nuts. I've had fans wanting to fight me. I've had fans, all kinds of shit. They're crazy, some of them. So, you have to understand what you see sometimes on the fucking videos, on the thing. It doesn't make the guy a bad guy because he said that. He was making a joke, and it came from Ric Flair first. And Hogan just repeated it. And Hogan didn't threaten him. He said to him, if you want to come outside and say shit to my face, we could go outside. The guy's walking around in crutches. Alright, so when Bell tells me, you know, Hulk Hogan's a good dude, bro, this, that, the other thing. Okay, and Mike Bell fought in the WWE. He was part of the WWE. If you remember watching a movie, he wrestles The Undertaker and all that shit. They tell me that he's a good guy. He's one of us, alright? So I'm going to fucking give Hulk Hogan the slip here. I don't think he's a bad guy. I think he just didn't leave him alone. Some of these fans are relentless, bro. I've been at Yankee games and shit, and the way they heckle some of those players, you want to fucking, Jesus Christ, there's times I want to go over and fucking, you know, crack the guy in the fucking jaw. You know what I mean? They don't stop. They're relentless. The guy, you can't even go to the, you know, John Romano, Dave Palumbo, and I were just doing a show. We were talking about this. You can't even go to the bathroom sometimes. You know what I mean? You know, I've been in a goddamn fucking stall at the Arnold Classic, and I've had guys waiting for me outside the stall to talk to me. Hey, listen, I'm honored for that. Well, holy Christ, you know, you can't even go to the bathroom. You know, so some guys get a little too much. All right, and yes, it's true. I said in the movie Bigger, Strong, Fast. Sometimes when you meet these guys, you know, that you idolize. You know how many guys that sit back and they fucking idolize a guy. And, you know, oh, look, dude, you know, and the guy you love has got the thumb up here, but the middle finger under the table or in his pocket. It is the truth, okay? But of what I hear from my boys who are close with Hogan, they tell me he's one of us. He's a stand-up guy. So I'm going to give him the slide for that. You know what I mean? It's you know, there's some of your heroes, they'll suck ass, and a lot of your bodybuilders suck ass. I'm just telling you, your bodybuilding superstars, you know, from the past, they're not so fucking nice, and I know them. They're nice to me because I'm in the industry, but believe me, I've seen them be rotten to fans. I'm not going to name any fucking names because I'm not getting into that, you know. But there was a story about Mickey Mantle, who everybody loved. Oh, the beloved Mickey Mantle. And this guy waited. He was signing books one day, Mickey Mantle, all right? And, you know, a guy waited for him outside like a Barnes & Noble. And it was raining, pouring rain. A guy waited for him to get his book signed. He's a Mickey Mantle fan since he was a little kid. And this is back in like 1989 or something like that, right? And then after that, Mickey Mantle, it's just before Billy Martin died. And after that, he was going to do a show for Mike and the Mad Dog over at Mickey Mantle's restaurant. And there, Whitey Ford was there, all the old Yankees, you know, Billy Martin, all those guys, you know. And he goes over there, and Mickey Mantle comes walking in, and he's going to do the show, and they're micing him up and everything like that, and he's hugging everybody, you know, and Mike and the Mad Dog were there. And this is Mike Francesa said this, you know, he said, you know, the guy comes in, and he's stripping wet, and he comes over and he says, Mr. Mantle, I waited for like 5 hours on that line in the rain, and they wouldn't, you know, when you left, they cut it short and told everybody, you know, you gotta go. You know what I'm saying? So I've been waiting. I followed you over here. Please, can you sign this book for me? And Mantle looked at him. He said, hey, listen, get out of here. And the guy goes, listen, I've been friends. I've been following you, a fan of you since I was a little boy. Can't you please sign this book for me? Please. I waited in the rain for hours. And then they turned us all away. And Mantle said, I told you to get lost. Get the fuck out of here, right? I'm not signing any books. I signed all the books I was going to sign. I'm not signing any books. So get out. So the guy takes his book. He says, you know what? You're not the guy I thought you were. You let me down. I was a big fan of you. Now I want to take your fucking book. I don't want it anymore. He put it on the table. And as he started walking away, Mickey Mantle grabbed the book off the table and threw it and hit him in the back of the fucking head. And Mike Francesa even said, I sat there and I was like, because this is a fan. Now, I understand sometimes fans can get a little bit out of control and they follow you or whatever. But Mantle could have just signed the book and let it go. But see, he wasn't really such a nice guy. You follow what I'm saying? There are guys who are nice guys, and then there are guys who are not nice guys. I always tell the story about Triple H when a little kid came in, and a little kid was fucking paralyzed, a little girl in a fucking wheelchair, and she was crying because Triple H was with me, and he was signing everybody's fucking thing, and and then he left, okay? He had to leave, and he started crying, and the little girl started crying. And the little girl starts saying, oh my God, and I'm like, what's the matter? She's in a wheelchair now. She's like, Triple H was signing pictures above me, and he didn't see me, he didn't even look at me. I was trying to get his autograph, and, she was a little slow, right? But she was a little girl in a wheelchair, glasses and shit. And her mother's telling her, don't worry about it, he didn't see you, because all these other people, and I was the guy that kept everybody away, we had a barrier, and I was on one side with him, and he was on the other side, and we had been together all day, not just me and him, but, me, him, Dave Palumbo, he was doing a thing for us with muscular development. So finally, we all were going to dinner afterwards. And he said to me, I'm going home, bro. I got to get back to the hotel. I got to take a shower. And then we're all going to, we'll meet at dinner. So I told the little girl, wait a minute, hold on. Let me go get him. And so I know him. His name's Paul. So I go run over and I tell Paul, hey, Paul, listen, this little girl. And before I could even say one more word, he said to me, don't say another word. Take me to her. So I bring him right back. He comes back. He was already halfway out. You know what I'm saying? I bring him right back. I bring him over to the little girl. The little girl sits back and she starts getting like this, and he comes over. He kisses her on the cheek. He takes a selfie with her. The mother's over there, got tears in her eyes. And she's like crying and shit. And Triple H signs his shit for her, you know what I'm saying? And he gives her a picture. He did so much for her. And the mother looks at me at the end and she goes, you. And I said, no, it's him. Don't thank me, because he's a good guy, and I know the way he is, because this was on a Saturday. The day before, there was another guy coming. There was another kid coming, a little black kid, and he came, and he wanted to speak to one of the fucking pro bodybuilders. That was, one of the guys who worked for muscular development. He saw him sitting back there, and there's another pro bodybuilder who happens to be black, and he happened to be an MD. One of our MD guys, and he said to me, could you tell him I would like to get a picture with him? And I said, sure, hold on a second. So I went over to this pro bodybuilder, very famous pro bodybuilder. I'm not going to tell you his name, because I'm not getting in the middle of that shit. A lot of people know what it is. But anyway, I go over there, and I said to him, hey, listen, this little kid wants to take a picture with you. You know what he said to me? Tell him to come back tomorrow. I'll be here all day tomorrow. I'm not taking any pictures now. I'm tired. I'm relaxing. And he went back to talk with the other pro bodybuilders over there. And I said, hey, he said to come back tomorrow. And the kid was like, all right, whatever. And he walked away. And this was a little boy, maybe about 12, 13 years old. Wasn't a little boy, but that's the difference between Triple H, who's a real superstar, and this pro bodybuilder who's just a pro bodybuilder. Okay? So what I'm getting at is, in this case, I think that Hulk Hogan was the Triple H. I think he was the good guy in all this. I think he meant well. I think the guy bothered him enough and said so much shit that eventually it got to him, okay? And but of what I hear, he's a good guy. So, if you want to chastise Hulk Hogan, you can, but of what I hear, and I get it from the fucking horse's mouth, and I bet him he was nice to me, but I don't know him. But the person I talked, the Bell brothers, nothing but good about him. So, next. Alright, let me fix that. Kyle M. Kylie or Kylie M? Kyle M. Nate Diaz tested positive from USADA for SARMs. Do you think he did steroids too? Oh, come on. Listen to me. Who's Kyle M? Kyle M. Listen to me. I don't know Nate Diaz. But I do know a lot of guys who know him. And one of my good boys, Carlin Coker, Dr. Carlin Coker, was actually in Frank Shamrock's corner. And you could watch the video when Frank Shamrock lost to Nate Diaz. And you watch Frank Shamrock backstage. He was with Carlin Coker, okay? And, Dr. Coker was telling him, don't worry about it. Diaz was an animal when he lost to Nick Diaz. And I can tell you, Nate Diaz is not on steroids, and Nate Diaz did not do SARMs. I know that. I would bet my fucking asshole on it. I can tell you that for a fact. And of what I heard, of what I know, is that Nate Diaz takes vegan supplements from a company that also fucking makes SARMs, and the machines weren't clean, so there might have been a little trace. Because the amount of, supposedly the amount of SARM that they found was just a metabolite in a small, minuscule amount, which is not something that he would take. He's a very disciplined guy, okay? He's a very disciplined guy. I don't think he ever took a SARM in his life. I don't think he ever took a steroid in his life. I know that for a fact, okay? My boys who know him, again, my boys have been the opposite side of him. Dr. Carlin Coker is my boy since we were little boys. Okay, we grew up together. We all from the same gym. We wrote. He wrote for MD with me. But he's actually the guy who introduced me to Steve Bleckman and everything like that. And now I got the job. But we've been friends for 40 years. 40 years we've been friends. We know each other as kids. We grew up together. Me, him, Charlie Gasparino, and I'm telling you now. Okay, Nate Diaz is not on shit. Stop believing the shit that you see. Okay, you can do is now there's such a small amount of shit was found that they believe that because they tested supplements that he was taking, and it's trace amounts, and nobody's going to put a SARM in a vegan, like some sort of vegan bullshit. You know what I'm saying? What it is sometimes you go to these fucking second-rate, third-rate fucking supplement companies, and if they don't clean the machines, it's just like you ever go and get like food. Like my daughter has a peanut allergy, and like sometimes if I get ice cream or something, it could be vanilla ice cream, and it might say this was also made in the same plant that processes nuts, which means that sometimes even though you clean the machines, there could be a little ugats hanging out that gets in the ice cream. Do you understand? So if my daughter reads every fucking thing that she eats, and if it says that something was processed in a plant that also processes peanuts or any of that shit, even though it's not actually in the fucking ingredients, there's no peanuts in here, but it was made in a plant that uses peanuts and other things, somehow or other it can get contaminated. Does that make sense to you? Okay? And supposedly that's exactly what happened, because the UFC looked into it, and so did USADA, that whatever he was taking, those supplements got a little bit contaminated because in that state there were SARMs made in that same lab, and it may not be for that same company. You got to remember that when I first came out with Jekyll and Hyde supplement, it was made by, Garden State Nutritionals, which is VitaQuest, who made fucking, who made MHB, who made Gaspari, who made all these other things. All the big companies, they all make this, one company makes sometimes, 100 different fucking company, 100 different things, So what I'm trying to say is, just like the way my daughter worries about her vanilla ice cream or whatever, her chocolate, whatever she's going to eat, was it made in a plant that also makes other things that contain peanuts or processed, even though there's no peanuts in the ingredients. It's not made with no nuts. The ingredients say no nuts in here. But it does say processed in a plant that also processes peanuts. That's how it happened, because it's called cross-contamination. Gabish. So, send me your jets down. You could tell Nate Diaz ain't on shit. But I'll tell you what, he'll kick your fucking ass. He's one of my favorite fighters. I gotta be honest with you. Because he's a real deal guy. I also like Jorge Masvidal. So there's gonna be a tough fight coming up. By the time you watch, it's probably over already. But anyway, so, I'm just telling you, I like those guys. They're warriors. They're no fucking bullshit. They're like the guys I grew up with. There's guys I grew up with, brother. You can cut their arms and legs off, and their torso would flop at you and bite your ankle. You understand? because that's the way it is here in New York. But, so, there you go. Who asked me that question? Kyle M. There you go, Kyle M. The answer to your question is no. Nate Diaz ain't on no fucking steroids, and he certainly ain't even on SARMs. Cross-contamination, just like peanuts in a plant that, processed in a plant that uses peanuts. That's what it is. It's a cross-contamination thing. And it happens with peanuts all the time, so. Alright. Alright. Ho down high. Ho down high. H-I, not H-I-G-H. Ho down high. Wants to know, how do you feel about the new vegan movement? I saw your video where you and Vegan Gains, and you seem to have put him in his place, but to be honest with you, veganism seems very popular now. Hey, hold on, bro. Listen to me. I just did a video with Dave and John. We did it, I think it was after hours. So, and by the time it's not out yet, but by the time you watch this, you'll probably already seen it. Okay, so remember, I do these videos, this is like a week ahead of time or so. Listen, vegan is incorrect. It's chemically incorrect. We need vegetables, okay? But you know, like Dave Palumbo says, you gotta eat both. We're omnivores, okay? The meats that we eat, that's why we eat. Do you ever notice that we don't really eat like lion meat and shit like that? You know what I mean? Why? Because the meat that's best for us is meat that comes from animals who are not carnivores, but who eat vegetables, because we also get the nutrients by eating those meats. And the whole thing about the lion, I know the whole thing about the lion, his fucking, because he's a carnivore, he's got the short intestines, and, you know, the fucking, you know, cow's got a fucking mile-long intestine, but a cow also has 3 or 4 stomachs. Okay, nobody talks about that. They got 3 or 4 stomachs. It has nothing to do, you can't compare a human with a cow, and you can't compare a human with a lion. That's fucking asinine. And let me tell you something, that you fucking vegan nut jobs, if that's what you want to do, and you believe that the protein from pea or protein from quinoa, whatever you fucking call that shit, if if you believe that that's good for you, soy or whatever, that's you. I'm not going to sit here and argue. I swear to God, I'm too tired for that shit. I've already made a whole fucking videos about that. We evolved because we started eating meat. When our primates decided to, like, use, when humanoids first started figuring out, I gotta hunt. Okay, like they designed a tool. They used their brain to design a tool to kill animals. That's how our brain evolved. You know what I'm saying? Do you get that? I know that you vegans are like, oh my God, that's so wrong. Yeah, no, you're wrong. Okay, you're wrong. That's exactly what happened. To hunt. You have to fucking, we used our brains to develop tools and everything, which also helped us, fed our growth of our brain. But that's neither here nor there. Let me tell you something about the vegan movement. I'm not going to get into it. If you want to be a vegan, go be a fucking vegan. But it's incorrect. Okay? I'm just telling you, it's incorrect. But if you want to be a vegan, let me tell you a little thing. If you think you're worried about animals. I love animals too. Okay? When I sit down and eat a steak, I know it's a chunk of dead cow, but I don't see it, I don't kill it, and I don't think about it. To me, it's a steak. If I thought about what I'm eating, I'd probably never eat it. But let me tell you something about, or a fucking egg. A chicken ovulates, pulls out a fucking ovulation egg, and I eat it, you know what I mean? Or, if my mother was alive and she squeezed her tit and said, here's some milk, I would never drink it. But a cow, you drink its milk, you know what I mean? Because you don't think about it. To me, milk's milk, egg's egg. If I thought about what I mean, I'd never eat it, okay? But listen to me. You vegans that think you're protecting animals, you're not. On the contrary, you're killing animals. You're destroying animals. Why? How? Very simple, okay? Corn. The staple of most farmers, corn and wheat, they protect those fields. They kill crows. Yeah, they kill crows. They kill moles. They kill groundhogs. Okay? They kill those things. Soybeans, they kill frogs, they kill toads, they kill animals that get in there. Yeah, it's true, bro. It's true. On farms to protect the vegetables, even rats. I hate rats, but they kill rats. You guys, oh no, it's got 2 eyes and all that shit in the nose and the mouth. Well, they kill rats by the dozens. They kill groundhogs and ground squirrels and shit, because they eat the corn. They kill all kinds of birds. They kill gulls. They kill ravens. They kill them. Farmers fucking kill them. See, just to protect your vegetables, they kill. They kill animals. It's the truth. It's the truth. All right? They kill your animal, and they don't eat them. Okay? When you kill a cow, you eat the cow. But they're not eating fucking crows. The crows that eat the corn. What do you think a scarecrow is for? It's to scare away the birds. But farmers use shotgun. They use traps. They use all kinds of shit to kill the animals. Do you know how many fucking crops are ravaged by rats and mice? Whew. Do you know what's in the silos when they store corn? Rats and mice feast on that shit. And you know what farmers do? They kill them. You never thought about that, did you? You never thought that you're fucking, when you're sitting there eating your little fucking vegetables, all right, and you're eating your fucking ugats over there, all right, your soybeans and your fucking, all that shit, a lot of animals died so you can eat that shit. So don't sit here and give me that righteous bullshit that you're better than, because about eating fucking vegetables, you're saving animals. You're not. You're not saving animals. You're not. Even in rice fields, there's frogs, turtles, toads, all kinds of shit. They kill them. There's even fish sometimes that migrate in. It's the craziest fucking thing. It's true. I have a friend that has a farm, and he fucking kills all kinds of fucking birds and shit like that. They kill them. They catch them and they kill them. Because if you fucking catch and release, you know what they do? They come back. So, all you rights guys, I don't care if you want to eat vegetables. No offense. No offense. I don't give a shit if you eat vegetables or whatever you eat. It has no bearing on me. But I'm a fucking meat eater, bro. I'm a fucking meat, and I'll eat vegetables. I eat both. Okay? But that's just the fucking law of the land, bro. To protect crops. To protect crops, farmers kill insects and animals. Plenty of animals feast on crops, especially after they're picked. They're picked. You know what I mean? Dude, go to a farm and see how many rats are in silos where the corn is. Go ahead and see what happens to those rats. Dude, I hate rats. Fucking, that's disgusting. I'm all for killing every one of them. But they got 2 eyes and a little nose and a little mouth. And, the vegans and PETA, they're against that shit. Fuck that shit, bro. Okay? You want to eat vegetables, I'm not going to sit here and argue with you. Especially some of you internet fucking momos that think you know everything. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go eat your vegetables. Go get your protein from a pea. I'm going to get my protein. I'm a vegetarian too. I only eat animals that eat vegetables. Sorry. I'm gonna eat a fucking fat steak. Probably when I'm done doing this, I'm gonna eat a nice fat steak. I hope it's got fat on it. There you go, because I'm gonna throw it on the grill. I'm gonna throw that shit right on the grill. And I'm gonna eat it. I'll think of you guys too. When I'm eating my salad, I'll think of you guys, okay? But think about how many animals feast in farms, and they gotta die for it. Groundhogs, ground squirrels, fucking chipmunks. You didn't think about that. They die for nothing. You know what they do with their bodies? They put them in the ground because it fertilizes the fucking crops. There you go. Okay, Mr. Vegan? Eat what you want. But just like you don't want me telling you what to eat, don't fucking shove that shit up my fucking ass. Alright? Gabish. Alright. I'm a little hard-ass about this shit, but I'm sick of this, man. I'm sick and tired of it, bro. I'm sick and fucking tired of it. Seriously. You know how we evolved? You know, humans even got to, North America here. They crossed the Bering Strait, okay? And how they did it? Because it was frozen, and they chased animals. They chased animals from where Russia and shit like that is, all the way down the Bering Strait into here, and there was no crops. There was no They were lucky to find nuts and berries, okay? Seeds and berries. And meat. They lived on meat. The Inuit fucking Eskimos live on fat, blubber, whale blubber, beluga, seal blubber, and meat. And they don't have the cancer we have and all that other shit. So, there you go. I'm not saying don't eat vegetables. I'll eat vegetables too. I'm going to have a fucking nice fat salad with mixed greens tonight with my fucking steak. Because I'm an omnivore. Alright, enough of this bullshit. Sorry if I sound obnoxious, but, I'm really, a vegan it's like, getting up there with your fucking finger in the air and all that shit. That's you. But just go remember, when you're eating your fucking ear of corn or any of your bullshit, you know what died for that? Your soybeans, you know how many animals died so you can eat that fucking vegetable? A lot. Fuck the rats. Bye. Alright, that's it. No more bullshit. What did we learn? We learned that Hulk Hogan is not a bad guy. Alright? Everybody has a breaking point. He's been very good to a lot of people. I'm going to take the Bell Brothers' word for it. Okay? So, there you go. And we also learned that Diaz didn't do no fucking SARMs. It was cross-contamination. Just like when fucking food is made in a plant that also processes peanuts. Even though there's no peanuts in the food. There's no peanut ingredients in the food. Tree nuts, peanuts. It still can get cross-contamination. Because rumor is USADA checked and that's what happened. It was in a supplement that he took. So give Nate Diaz a break. What else did we fucking learn? We learned that fucking, at the beginning, that Donald Trump, fucking, if he could afford, he doesn't need to sneak and try to create a little fucking babanya by taking Sudafed. He could afford boatloads of fucking ephedrine. He could afford boatloads of fucking, Adderall. You don't need to take no Sudafeds, and that don't make him a meth. You're not going to tell me that because somebody takes a bunch of Sudafeds, that's going to make him into fucking meth addict. That's all fucking internet bullshit. And, there comes some guys who are fucking lit on DMT and shit and seeing pink elephants talking to them. You are my friend, the fuck out of here. Anyway. And the other thing we learned is, in order for crops, vegetable crops to prosper, and fruits to prosper, fruits too, they gotta kill a lot of birds, and they kill vermin, okay, which feast on that shit, alright? And they kill frogs, they kill fucking turtles, they kill fucking, they kill a lot of fucking animals. Ravens, crows, seagulls, fucking, gulls, fucking, even coyotes. There you go. They protect all that shit because animals will fucking get in there. They'll even kill deer, especially on farms. Deer will ravage a fucking farm's vegetables like you won't believe. Okay? My friend owns a farm. And I'm telling you, he'll kill a fucking ton of deer. Because they come out of the woods and they feast on his fucking string beans. And his lettuce and shit like that. So it'll kill him. So because of you eating vegetables, a lot of animals die. And they don't eat them. They might eat the deer, I don't know. But I know that they ain't gonna eat no fucking rat. Or ground squirrel or groundhog. Fucking raven or fucking hawk or whatever you call it. What's that? Not hawk. Whatever. Fucking crow. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna fucking kill that. So, give me a break with your bullshit. You want to eat vegetables? Fine. Eat vegetables. I eat vegetables too. You want to be a vegan? Don't shove that up my ass. Go fuck yourself. Alright, listen guys. That's it for this week. You know what I always tell you guys. Come on. No bad talking about yourself. Think good about yourself. Give yourself a break. Learn to love yourself. Okay? You're not a bad guy. Yes, people can love you. Girls can love you. It's just that you, maybe it's a personality flaw in you if you're having trouble. Okay? But if you start saying I'm a loser, no girl's ever going to love me, whatever, and you carry yourself that way, you're going to exhume that. And you're just going to convince yourself you're a loser. So don't say you're a loser. You're not a loser. Okay? You might be a fucking Momo. More than likely you are a Momo, but you're not a loser. Okay? A Momo's not a loser. We're good natured, so I'm a fucking Momo. Alright? Bish, be good to your girls. Be good to your significant other. Pay your fucking child support. Remember, it doesn't matter what the bitch does with the money. It matters that you paid. And one day, you're going to be a kid's hero. Because they're going to say, that bitch, my father paid all this money, and that bitch, my mother, she fucking took all that money, and she gave it to her boyfriend. And they did this with it, they smoked it, or drank it, did whatever the fuck they do with it. Doesn't matter what they do with it. It matters that you paid, and you're going to be the hero, and she's going to be the one in trouble. Because your kid's going to be like, yo, that was my money. My father gave that to you for me, not for him. So there you go. Alright? Be good to your fucking people. Be good to your family. Alright? If you're separated, or you have problems with maybe your parents, or your wife, or your girlfriend, or your brother, or your sister, whatever, make amends. Fix that shit. Be the better man. Alright? Nobody's perfect. More than likely, you're not fucking so perfect yourself. Okay? Because bodybuilders are selfish motherfuckers. We're selfish fucking momos. Alright? Basically, what I'm trying to tell you is stop fucking around. Stop fucking around. Get your shit together. You're worth it. You're not a bad guy. Sometimes you're a little off and you do things that are not so great. Fix it. It's not too late. You're not a loser. I need you here. You're my momos. Put your questions down. Whatever you want to talk about, we're going to talk about. Alright? Don't get offended if you disagree with me about the vegan shit. Please. Okay? Or the fucking DMT. If you like to do DMT, that's you. I'm a control freak, bro. I like to be in control of everything I do. I don't give up control. So I don't do anything. I don't drink, smoke, whatever. I don't do any of that shit. Because I'm in the driver's seat at all time. Anything that makes me a little chagad, I don't like that. See you next week.
At Titan Medical Center, we are here to make you feel better, look better, and perform better. We're here to get you to your optimal levels in the most natural way possible. We are a boutique-style clinic without the boutique-style costs. All medications are monitored and prescribed by a physician. Let us help you get the results you've been wanting. Come to Titan Medical Center for the most cutting-edge therapies and the most current information on how to take the most natural approach to your health.